What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Giganato Gaming here, and welcome to another episode of Jurassic World Evolution 3. We are back on the created island once again, a generated island. And today we're going to be doing another sanctuary, but this time we're going to be doing something a little bit different. It's less of a sanctuary and more of a biological preserve. Unlike the other sanctuary where we just had all the dinosaurs left alone and at peace, these ones will have like moderation. Like we'll have like a facility and hopefully tourists can enjoy this biological preserve. So like, first of all, we're going to need like a base of operations, and then we'll have the whole island filled with dinosaurs, and then we'll have like a tour or something where the guests, everyone can see the dinosaurs. And yeah, that's what we're going to do in today's video. We're going to start this. Now, first things first, we need a base of operation. So let's go ahead. We need to make this large enough where we can have our base of operations done. Alright, that's outside buildable area. Let's have it, like, start here. Can we not be outside buildable area, please? No, inside buildable area. Let's be inside the buildable area. Yeah, this is where our base of operations is going to be. And obviously we're going to need, like, a gate to get in and out. And then beyond this point is the sanctuary itself. That's what I'm thinking. I don't think dinosaurs should be able to get in here. I might even raise the terrain a bit over here. That should be good, hopefully. Alright, doesn't look the greatest, but you know what? It's fine. Alright, so first things first, we need an arrival point. Yeah, I know my site's closed. I'm working on it right now. There we go. That's good. For now. Now, this is more of a biological preserve. At some point, we're going to have, like, a balloon tour. That's what I'm thinking. So, what we need to do is, first things first, let's maybe have, like, a path going. So, this is, like, our little base of operations, in a way. So, first things first, we need a ranger station, a maintenance station, and a lot of other stuff. So let's go into operations, response facility, just in case. Now I hear there's like Lost World skins for like the vehicles. I want to see if we can get like a Lost World skin. Oh yeah, Jurassic Park, Warren, DFW, Biosyn Genetics, Malta, Din, Jurassic World. Lost World, there we go. And then we want the helicopter to be the same thing. Yeah, because I kind of like the Lost World stuff. There we go. We got that going. Do we have like a Lost World? We got Badlands, Vegas, Vegas Red, Vegas Yellow, Din, Jurassic World, Jurassic Park, Badlands, nah. I guess we'll just stick with Vegas Blue, because I do like Vegas Blue. We'll stick with that. We got like a little path going. And of course we're going to need like a hotel and maybe some amenities as well. Alright, let's get a hotel going. I kind of want to get a Jurassic Park style hotel. There we go. Let's have Cassie's Diner. It only makes sense. Or Cass's Cuisine. For the food. You know, it only makes sense. I mean, it looks out of place, but I don't really care. There we go. We got that going. Now let's get an emergency shelter and a bathroom. No, I wanted... Alright, emergency shelter. Let's get a Jurassic Park-styled one. Alright. Now what we need to do, maybe build a couple of enclosures, so then we can test out our creatures and whatever. So I'm thinking we start off with a herbivore. Maybe like a hadrosaur or something. Let's have an enclosure over here. We'll have a small enclosure like over here. And then have another enclosure on like the other side so we can test these creatures out. Maybe get this kind of fence. So yeah, we'll be putting different things in here just so we have like views and whatever. And then, like, creatures will be able to be seen and we can get, like, a star rating. Because the end goal is, like, we want tourists to come here. That's the end goal. So we got the biological preserve going, and I'm thinking a hot air balloon so you can see everything. We'll worry about that in just a hot minute. But anyway, let's go ahead. We need to get, like, a hatchery. Are there, like, small hatcheries, heavily secured? Let's get a Jurassic Park hatchery. There we go. Just so we have that. But anyway, we could definitely do that. We could block off this area, but no, we need, like, viewing galleries so we can view the creatures and whatever. Yeah, that's kind of the goal. Like, basically, our goal is to, like, make, like, a preserve for everyone to enjoy. They can see the dinosaurs while they roam around in peace. That's the goal. Alright, I think that's good. And then we'll get another one for over here, obviously. So now the only thing we have left is the hot air balloon. Alright, so what do we want to start with? Maybe something on the smaller side? Obviously a herbivore. Let's start with some, like, maybe herbivores or something. We should probably get a second hatchery. Let's just get a second hatchery for over here. There we go. That should be good. Let's release something, like, relatively big, maybe over here or something. I don't know. Yeah, because I want to have, like, people coming into the park, you know? Alright. Let's go ahead and go into herbivores. Let's get, like, maybe something relatively large. Not too large, but large enough where it can be, like, easily seen. So, how about... Giganspinosaurus is pretty small. Dreadnoughtus is too big. What about Corythosaurus? We could easily throw them in. And these will be like our test subjects to see what they need. And these, like, creatures are going to be nothing more than showcase. That's all. And then maybe for, like, over here, we could have something a little smaller. What about Ornithomimus? We could have that. I want to make sure this is, like, proper, you know? A proper sanctuary. And then we need to figure out where we're going to put some of them. Alright, what do we got here? Maybe let's not have, like, all 6 of them. Alright, we got 6 out of 8. So I think the maximum we can get is 8. So let's see what we have. Maybe we'll have, like, 2 males and 3 females. Or 4 females. Yeah, let's do that. Let's hatch them up. And then maybe 2 males and 2 females for the Corythosaurs. Yeah, because the problem with like releasing them into the sanctuary is that they won't be able to be viewed. So that's the only problem. Alright, so let's start with the Ornithomimus. Just so we can get, like, guests in.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Alright, there we go.
We are pleased to welcome an Ornithomimus to the park.
Let's see what we got. Alright, they're missing cover. They're expanding their territory. We can give them some cover. Not a problem. There we go. That should be them completely content. You can observe some of these dinosaurs and whatever. And then let's move on to the Corythosaurs. Let's hatch them up. And then, of course, once we move on to the next 2 dinosaurs, then we can... Like, these creatures are just for, like, test. Just for showcase, that's all. They're not going into the sanctuary. Like, the next batch that we make will. Alright, so the Corythosaurs are kind of, like, expanding their territory, doing whatever. What are they missing? Ground leaf. That's literally all they need. They've got all the pasture in the world. They just need some ground leaf. So yeah, these are just test subjects. That's all they are. We want people to be able to, like, see them. Maybe get a couple more viewing galleries, even. There we go. And we've already got people coming in. So now that we know what they want, let's think about where we're going to put them on the island. So, I'm thinking maybe the Corythosaurs. I mean, there's a lot of cliffs on this island. Let's just look around, see where they could go. Maybe Corythosaurus could go, like, over here. And then maybe Ornithomimus could maybe go over here. That could be good. Do the Corythosaurs need anything else? No, they're not very fussy at all. Yeah, that's good anyway. Alright, we're at 1 star already. So I'm thinking about putting the Corythosaurs over here. So what they need is some pasture, they've got water, and some ground leaf. Not very fussy at all. So I'll give them some ground leaf, maybe over here, maybe some over here. And then some pasture. Give them an incentive to, like, not leave. And then for the Ornithomimus, they need, what is it, ground fruit? Yeah, ground fruit and ground leaf. Actually, these guys need a little more ground leaf. There we go. That's good. And they also need wetland. So, I know where to put them. They've got wetland over here. They need some ground fruit and some ground leaf. So I'll throw some ground fruit over here. Have that surround the area. And some ground leaf. There we go. Alright, that should be good enough. Now what we need are delivery zones for over here. And, yeah. We'll put a delivery zone over here. And we'll put a delivery zone over here. There we go. That'll be good. And, oh, the Ornithomimus might need some water. Let's give him water. There we go. Alright, that should be good enough for them. Now, let's make the next batch. We'll make the next batch of Corythosaurs, which will be over here. I'll try to make the males more vibrant than the females, if I can.
Synthesis procedure.
Whichever one has more vibrant males. And then we'll do the same thing for the Ornithomimus. No, not Autobay. Ornithomimus. There we go. Alright, I think we're good. Let's hatch those up. And then we need males that are more vibrant in color. Let's have these 2 males and these 4 females. Let's have that going. Alright, let's see what we have for nests. I think the Ornithomimus require medium and Corythosaurus require large. I do believe. Let's start. Let's start releasing them. So the Ornithomimus we will release over here. And then the Corythosaurus we will release over here. And this will be like part of the biological preserve. And I don't know, should we dispose of these Corythosaurs afterwards, after we move on to the next one? Or should we just put them in the sanctuary with the already existing ones? Alright, so they're being delivered to the next sanctuary. And then we want to be able to see these guys. So, what we're going to do, get the hot air balloon tour. What you like over here? Now, this is a balloon tour, so we don't have to worry about any obstructions, terrain constraints, or anything like that. Let's go this way, so then, like, you can see dinosaurs over here. We'll have this go over here. And they can kind of go outside the buildable area, which is awesome. Let's have one go over here as well. So you can see dinosaurs over here. And then let's complete the track. There we go. Or we got ready to be released the Ornithomime, or the Corythosaurs even. They're ready to be released. Let's go. Welcome to your new home. We're starting with herbivores. And maybe once we get a few herbivores set, then we'll move on to the carnivores. There we go. They should be happy in their new enclosure. Where are the Ornithomimus? Ornithomimus, let's go. And we'll keep the drop-offs just in case we want to add in a couple more dinosaurs.
We are pleased to welcome an Ornithomimus to the park.
Yeah, we obviously want to be able to see these creatures. So we have the map here. The balloon tour looks a little bit weird, but I want to at least be able to have everyone see everything. There we go.
Ladies,
We got our balloon tour ready to go.
the skies and marvel at the, with our newly
So now
opened
Corythosaurus
balloon
wants a medium nest. So let's get that going. And then we'll get maybe one more. Now those two are fine for now. Those two are fine for now. As for the Ornithomimus, they require a large nest too. Medium, sorry. I meant to say medium. Alright, let's get a couple of medium-sized nests. There we go. That's good. The biological preserve is coming along nicely. We'll probably keep these delivery zones over here just in case. Just in case we decide to add more to this section. But yeah, the Ornithomimus are completely content. What about the Corythosaurs? How are they doing? Alright. Alright, they just need some water. I can provide water for them. There we go. Have like a little stream for them. Should we add a couple more Corythosaurs? Nah, those four are fine. Those four are fine. So we've got 4 Corythosaurs and 6 Ornithomimus. The balloon is already going around where they could see everything. I wish there was a way you could hide this. So this is our biological preserve so far. You'll be able to see all the dinosaurs so far from here. I'll add dinosaurs over here. I'll add dinosaurs over here. There will just be dinosaurs everywhere. We got that going. So far we have 1 and a bit stars. Total dinosaur prestige. 7,400 or 744 out of 11,000. Okay, apparently there's 11,000. Alright, so at least you've got dinosaurs you'll be able to see over here. And then once we move on to the next ones, we'll probably dispose of these dinosaurs. Probably rewild them, I would imagine. But for now, this is their home. So you probably won't be able to see anything. You can ride the park tour. Alright, guys. If you look over here, you can see a herd of Corythosaurs just grazing around. And they're walking around, doing whatever they want. We got a nest claimed by a Corythosaurus, which is awesome. And now they should be completely content. And we got an Ornithomimus claiming a nest, which is awesome too. This is what we want. A biological preserve. You know what? Get rid of them for now. Get rid of these for now. If I want to add more dinosaurs in this section, then we could just put it back on. That's all. So yeah, this will probably be a very long balloon tour. But if you're into that kind of stuff, then this will be right up your alley once we get more dinosaurs. We got eggs found. Ornithomimus. We've got how many eggs? 3. Awesome. So that'll be done in like 4 minutes. We'll end the episode once we have like juveniles. Once the population expands a little bit. Yeah, it may look empty now, but as time goes on, we'll add more species. Thinking we had 2 species per. per episode. So this time we have Corythosaurus and Ornithomimus. Alright. We've got movement in the nest. Our first juvenile Ornithomimus, born in the sanctuary. Doing their little dance. That's adorable. What do we got? A female. A male. Alright, 2 males and a female, it looks like. It's already expanding, and it's looking awesome. We got Corythosaurs coming in now. They make the cutest noises. These guys are cute. Look at that. That's awesome. Alright, so we got a male, a female. So 3 males and... No, 3... Hold on. 1, 2... Alright, so we got 2 females and 2 males. So they can start the next generation if they wanted to. Everything's expanding, and we got 3 more Corythosaurs on the way. So yeah, they've just secured the next generation, which is awesome. And if we ride the balloon tour, let's see if we can see them. Look at that. You can see the herd of Corythosaurs from here, which is awesome. You can even see some of the juveniles. That is just awesome. We'll probably have a couple more episodes where we add in some more herbivores. Maybe next time we'll add in some armored herbivores. Like maybe a trike or an ankylosaurus or even stegosaurus. That could be awesome. But for now, just some peaceful herbivores. And if you look close enough, you can see the Ornithomimuses in the distance. Or the Ornithomimi, whatever you want to call them. Yeah, that's awesome. And with that, I think that's going to wrap it up for the first episode of our Biological Preserve. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more. It would really help out a ton. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next time.